Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to our Big to Find Baseball's greatest team. It is the National League's third quarterfinal today. The 2001 Diamondbacks up against the 1963 LA Dodgers. Obviously, both these teams have already come through one knockout game. It was the Diamondbacks. They beat, as I check, the 1914 Braves. I actually tried to remember who this was and I just have gone blank. And the Dodgers, of course, beat the 1982 Brewers to get here. So in their regular seasons, the D-backs went 92 and 70. The Dodgers went 99 and 63. So maybe LA just has an edge on that. It's a one-off game. The modern era strategies, World Series rosters, injuries are disabled. Let's go and check the rosters. And here they are here. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look, as ever, pause, you can zoom in and all that kind of stuff. We do have a little bit of an epic pitching matchup here, don't we? Randy Johnson versus Sandy Koufax. But let's go and check the rest of the starting lineups. So here they are here. So Steve Finley leads off the Diamondbacks in center field. Mark Grace at first base bats second. Reggie Sanders at right field bats three. Luis Gonzalez in left field cleans up. Matt Williams at third base bats five. Craig Counsell at shortstop bats six. Jay Bell at second bats seven. Damian Miller's the catcher at eight. And as I say, Randy Johnson is the starting pitcher. Over to the Dodgers, and it's Maury Willis leading things off in shortstop or at shortstop. Jim Gillum at second base bats second. Tommy Davis in left field bats third. Frank Howard cleans up in right field. Ron Fairley at first base bats five. Ken McMullen at third base bats six. Willie Davis in center field bats seven. Doug Camilli even the catcher bats eight. As I say, Sandy Koufax. The pitching matchup is tied. It could come down to the bats, and that just pretty much alternates all the way down. This could be a cracker. All right, so here we go. It's going to be Finley leaving things off against Koufax, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna. Well, all these teams are good teams, aren't they? But in terms of starting pitching, these are probably the two best starting pitchers left in the competition. There would be some competition for that title, but they'd certainly be up there. As Grace comes in, first pitch, and slices it away into left field, so that'll be 2 away. So yeah, I mean, it could just come down to, you know, the one person that gets a clean hit and gets the home run that makes the difference in a game. But it's not there. Sandy Koufax gets through 1, 2, 3 of the first, and it is Willis to face Johnson. And let's see what the big unit can do. As he gets a ground ball first pitch over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Excellent work. In comes Jim Gillum. A 1-2 pitch. And that just dribbles. Should be an easy out at first. It is. That is 2 away. And Tommy Davis will be the new man up. A 2-2 pitch on him. And Davis strikes out. And it's another 1-2-3 inning. So pitchers on top early as expected. Gonzalez will lead things off for the Diamondbacks. A 1-2 pitch. And a strikeout for 1 away. In comes Matt Williams now. An 0-1 pitch. And Williams gets it over the shortstop into center field. And we have our first hit of the game. A 1-out single for Matt Williams. In comes Craig Counsell now. A 1-1. Counsell into center field, but it's either too well hit or not well hit enough, depending on, on how you look at it. And that is caught for 2 away. Jay Bell will come in now. First pitch. Bell slices it into right field, and we've got a second hit of the inning. Is the runner going to go for third? He is. Is he going to get there? Just about. So 2 out, runners at the corners. This is a big, big chance for the Diamondbacks. It's Damian Miller. It's a 1-2 pitch, and he doesn't even swing, and that'll do it for the second. Koufax gets out of a little bit of trouble. So Johnson to Howard now to start off the bottom of the second. It's a full count, and it's a strikeout, 1 away. In comes Ron Fairley now. A 2-0 pitch. Fairley in to left field, and that'll be at least a single. He will stop at first. So a 1-out single. McMullen now. Oh, 0-1 pitch. There goes the runner. And the runner is going to be at second. So, can the Dodgers drive in a run? 2-2 pitch. Watched. And go and take a seat, McMullen. That's 2 away for Willie Davis now. A 1-2. And another strikeout for Randy Johnson. And, I mean, we could be here all day at this point. Randy Johnson will lead things off with the bat. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Randy Johnson, is that going to find a gap? It is not. Center field is there, 1 away. Finley comes in. Everybody's just about 0 for 1, aren't they? It's a 1-2 pitch. Finley dribbles it in front of the plate. Should be an easy out at first. 2 away. And it'll bring up Mark Grace. First pitch. Grace slices it down into left field, so he'll have a 2-out single. A third hit of the game for the Diamondbacks. Can Reggie Sanders drive it in? First pitch. Sanders. It was there to be hit, wasn't it? But he didn't get all of it. Caught in left field. That ends the top of the third. It is still scoreless. Johnson to Camille. Full count. And a ground ball to the third baseman. 1 away. In comes Sandy Koufax now. Can the pitcher get it done? First pitch. He's hit it into right field, but the man is there. That'll be 2 away. Is it Sanders out there? It is. And Maury Willis will be the new man in. 2 out. He's 0 for 1. 1-2 pitch. Have a seat. We are scoreless through 3. Koufax will face Gonzalez, who is 0 for 1. It's a 1-1 pitch. Gonzalez pops it up into right field. Another one down. In comes Matt Williams. He is 1 for 1. He's one of the few men who does have a hit. Not a second one, though, as he strikes out. And it'll bring up Craig Counsell, who's 0 for 1. It's an 0-1 pitch. 2 out. No one on. Counsell, didn't quite get it past the first baseman, and that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Gillum will lead things off. He is 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. And it's a pitcher killer. Almost literally, it's drilled straight back into Randy Johnson. The play is still somehow made. And Johnson, I guess we don't have injuries on, so he probably gets away with that one then. Tommy Davis is 0 for 1. He steps up. A 1-2 pitch. And a strike. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the ball hit the pitcher before like that. So 6 strikeouts for Johnson. Howard steps in. He's 0 for 1. Can he make it 7 through 4 innings? Yes, he can. That is not bad at all, is it? When you've had, the potential of 12 outs and 7 of them are strikeouts. Excellent work. All right, Bell lead things off in the top of the 5th. 2-2, strikeout. That's strikeout number 5 for Koufax. Damian Miller now is 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. Miller take a seat. 6 strikeouts for Koufax. Randy Johnson with 2 out, no one on. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it is striking out the side there for Sandy Koufax in the 5th. And Ron Fairley will lead things off for the Dodgers. He is 1 for 1. Has the Dodgers' only hit today. And now he's been struck out as well for Johnson's 8th. McMullen is 0 for 1. Full count. And that is a ground ball to the third baseman for 2 away. It must have been, when you go out to field, behind someone like Randy Johnson, you must feel like every game is potentially like a perfect game or a no-hitter or something. It must be, just so much pressure on you as a fielder, I would have thought. But Johnson strikes out his 9th in 5. We'll go to the 6th. It's still scoreless. Finley is 0 for 2. We'll lead things off. A 1-2 pitch, and Finley grounds it to the shortstop. And that is 1 away. In comes Mark Grace, who's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Grace sharply hit to the first baseman, but pitcher covers out at first. 2 away. In comes Sanders. He's 0 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch. And that is another strikeout. Into the bottom of the 6th we go. Camille to lead things off. He's 0 for 1. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it's another strikeout for Randy Johnson. It's a shame one of these pitchers has to lose, isn't it? Koufax to the plate. He's 0 for 1. I saw just there he went 7 for 110 in the 63 season, so I don't think he's going to get too many hits. You'd be unlucky, wouldn't you? And with 2 out, Maury Willis steps in. A first pitch swing. Willis grounds it to the second baseman. So both pitchers have gone scoreless through 6. There's been 4 hits in the game. And I hope you're still awake. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. He'll lead things off as Koufax continues into the 7th. It's a 1-2 pitch. And it is, that's right, another strikeout. That's 9 for him now. Matt Williams. He does have a hit today. And it will stay at just 1. That's ground out the first for 2 away. And it's Craig Counsell who is 0 for 2. It's an 0-1 pitch. Counsell grounds it to the second baseman, and it is time to stretch. 4 hits, no runs, pitchers on top. Alright, welcome back. It is Jim Gillum to lead things off. Randy Johnson will continue, and it's a 3-0 pitch. And it's that only the second base runner I think the Dodgers have had. It's his first walk, and he's only had a hit, so it's their second base runner. It is Tommy Davis now who's 0 for 2. It's a 1-0 pitch. That is going to be, it's a nothing in terms of the plate. It's a stolen base, and with none out, there is a runner in scoring position. Full count, and it's sharply hit to the shortstop. Out at first, runner goes back to second with one away. It is Frank Howard now who's 0 for 2. It's a 3-0. Maybe just pitching around him to get to the force back, I would suspect on that one. Ron Fairley is 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. It's a strikeout, number 12 for Randy Johnson. It is Ken Mullen who is 0 for 2. It's a full count. It is in 2. Oh, it's dropped in, and Randy Johnson is going to give up a run. It might even be 2. I don't know. The runner's going to know he's going to stay at third. But in the bottom of the 7th, with 2 out, McMullen delivers the RBI single. And Greg Swindle will be the new pitcher on the mound to face Willie Davis, who is 0 for 2. Well, the Diamondbacks are into their bullpen. Oh, and they've got a second run. So after an incredible start, Randy Johnson's going to be charged with 2 runs there. So it's another RBI single. And Camille now, can he keep the rally going? A 1-2 pitch. He drowns it to the third baseman over the second. And that'll do it. But the Dodgers have a lead. Does Koufax continue? He does. Is he going to go too long here, I wonder? Jay Bell leads things off. It's an 0-1 pitch. And Bell grounds it to the shortstop. That's 1 away. In comes Miller. He is 0 for 2. It's an 0-2 pitch. And it is a strikeout. So 10 now for Sandy. And it is Duzaro who is pinch hitting. It's a 2-2 pitch. And it is another strikeout. So 11 strikeouts for Koufax. It was 12 in the end for Randy Johnson, wasn't it? Bob Witt is the new pitcher. He's going to face, so they're batting Koufax. Is he going to go? I mean, he's only 3 outs away from the shutout. And he strikes out for 1 away. Maury Willis now is 0 for 3, steps in. It's a first pitch swing. Willis up the middle. It's going to drop in for a 1-out single. It will be Joe Gillum. 1 out, 1 on. He's 0 for 2 today. It's a 1-0 pitch. And that is popped up into left field. That'll be 2 away. And let's see what Tommy Davis can do. 0 for 3. First pitch. Davis. No, there goes the runner. And, well, they're not very good at picking off the runners at second, are they? Can Davis drive in an insurance runner? 2-1 pitch. He's grounded it to the shortstop. Should be simple enough. And we'll go to the 9th. Top of the 9th. The Diamondbacks need 2. And if they can, if they don't get it, then Sandy Koufax. Why would you not pinch hit Sandy Koufax and then take him out of the game anyway? That doesn't make sense, does it? Anyway, Perinovsky is the new pitcher. Finley is leading things off. First pitch. Finley dribbles it back to the pitcher. And, oh, it's a little bit more than that because it's going to be an infield hit. Tying run at the plate. It's Mark Grace. He is 1 for 3. It's an 0-1. Grace. Oh, it's a double play ball. They're just going to get 1 though. Might have been a hit and run plate. So runner at second. Sanders at the plate. He's 0 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. Sanders. Is that going to get through? No, it's not. And the runner will stay at second. So they're down to their final out. And it is Luis Gonzalez who is 0 for 3. It's a 1-0 pitch. Gonzalez grounds it to the second baseman. And Koufax and the Dodgers are moving on to the final 4. So one for the purists, that one. Wasn't not much happening outside of pitches being thrown, but it was enough to get the Dodgers through. They all will play the winner of the Mets and the Pirates, which is the next game. And someone pointed out in the comments a few episodes ago, there could be an all Dodgers playoff final here because the Brooklyn Dodgers are still going and going well, as are obviously the LA Dodgers. And well, the chances of that happening now are about 25%, maybe a little bit less, so it could happen. But there we go. If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I look forward to seeing my Mets torment me in the next one. But yeah, let's hope they get through for my sake. Take care.